Hey friends, I will start off by saying that this YouTube channel that I've started is not going to be a fantasy channel that promises you the sky and the moon. I will let you know that I've also failed in investing and will advise you not to do these few things today and teach you in this topic how to pick the right stocks to invest today. I'll be here with you every step of the journey, and I'm sure this year you've heard of two specific coin and stock, which is the Shiba Inu coin and the GameStop rallies in 2021. I was also one of the victims that jumped on the hype, which is a FOMO, the fear of missing out trade. Played with leverage and sold within a short period of time. I'm telling you, a short period of time, within hours or minutes. I was ignorant and I wanted to earn money fast without doing much research. So in November 2020, I had 18% of my portfolio, about $480, allocated to GameStop. I sold it at break-even point before it went ballistic and rallied all the way until January 2021. And I never looked back. Did I wish that I earned that money? Of course, yes. The truth is, I never had confidence in the company and I never regretted selling it early. I joined the FOMO train, the fear of missing out train, to see what kind of gains I can get. And the company itself is really not set up for change in today's retail landscape, so their e-commerce business is so tiny, and the only thing I could think of that was in favor that the company was that Michael Burry was an investor. What? Seriously? So it made no sense. I sold all my GameStop share at break even and I never regretted it. That was when I saw this conversation between Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett. Jeff Bezos once asked Warren Buffett, "Warren, is your investing principle, if so simple, why don't everyone just copy you?" Warren Buffett replied, "Because nobody wants to get rich slowly." Let me repeat that again. Nobody wants to get rich slowly. The truth is, everybody today wants money fast. And it hits me. It hit me really, really hard. By the way, there's a casino for that if you really want to earn money fast. Anyways, now straight to the point of this video. So what kind of investment should you pick as your first company? So in the past 1.5 years, I've been following this company called ARK Invest, and their strategy is to invest in disruptive technology. I love this word, disruptive. The company is headed by the CEO and CIO of ARK Invest, which is Cathie Wood. If anything, this is what I want to leave with you guys today. The word here is disruptive technology. Here's my current portfolio on eToro, and most, if not all, companies that I invest are in disruptive technology. So what do I mean by disruptive? Think of today's market landscape context and we see how business are conducted in today's sense. So let's take, for example, Tesla. What does Tesla disrupt? So it's pretty obvious that Tesla today is disrupting the internal combustion engine, or gasoline cars in short, market with electric vehicles. But what most don't know is they are also disrupting the entire transportation industry, which they're going to launch soon with robo-taxis, and their full self-driving is still in beta. The manpower business, which is where they're going to launch their Tesla AI bot hopefully in the next 5 to 10 years. Their energy business is where they are going to push really, really hard after their EVs have been very successful in the past year or two, and many more. Electric vehicles for Tesla is not the end game, and Tesla is slowly disrupting one market at a time. Now let's take, for example, the e-commerce business. So we talk about Amazon, Alibaba, Sea Limited, Fiverr, Shopify. These companies are not known to many strangers, and they have been part of our lives for like in the recent 11/11 sale, right? But you might ask me, what companies or markets do these companies disrupt? The answer is simple, and they are disrupting the traditional brick and mortar companies. So what do I mean by brick and mortar companies? These are your retail companies such as Walmart, Giant, Tesco, and Aeon. So these companies is where they disrupt. Basically, they are cutting out that middleman, and that's why you see e-commerce products today is so much cheaper as compared to retail products. Now let's move on to two companies that are investing currently, which is Facebook, which is now known as Meta, and also Unity Software. Now this company, well known to our daily lives. If you know Facebook, you have used at least one of Facebook apps every single day in your life: WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. But their future seems bleak if they continue down that road in terms of making revenue just from advertising. They would be considered not innovative if they continue down that road. And that's the best part. Facebook innovates from their current product and they talk about the metaverse. So what does this metaverse mean? So I did a very simple Google, and metaverse is actually defined as a combination of multiple elements of technology, including virtual reality, augmented reality, and the video where users live within a digital universe. Now, there's a lot of massive words there. In short, just go and watch Ready Player One. That is the end goal, okay? We used to go out every day to play football with our friends during our childhood, but now everything is digital. We can have fun on our phones, and this company want only one thing from consumers: our attention. Is it scary? Yes, it's scary, and I wouldn't want my children to be part of that virtual reality if you ask me honestly, but it's innovative in my opinion, and I can foresee ourselves fully immersed in the digital world one day like Ready Player One. Now, there's also another industry or market that I'm heavily invested in, which is these semiconductor companies, and this includes AMD, Nvidia, Micron Technology. With a vast amount of data coming into play, companies need these guys to build chips within every single one of their products. Almost, if not all, devices you hold today contain at least one semiconductor chips inside it. And as more products get smarter, the more semiconductors we are going to need. So to wrap up this video, find the company that talks about that disruption and look at its fundamentals 5-10 years down the road. Don't invest in a company that you see will make profit within the next year. Invest in a company that their management team has already talked about 5-10 years down the road. That's what I want to leave with you guys today. Ask these questions: what are the company fundamentals and what is its future potential? Does the management team only talk about short term, or are they already talking about the long term, which is 5-10 years down the road? How and what markets are these companies disrupting considering today's market context? If you can answer all of these questions, I bet you are already a better investor than 90% of the market today. So do your homework. If you have any questions, please ask them below. I am happy to answer them.